Sorry I'm late. Work took a little bit too long today. Tons of new specimens came in, and Captain wanted all hands on deck. And you know her. Tyrant Queen of the Research Division. I know, but you know how hectic work can be. Especially now that we're low on manpower. I'm sorry. But, to make up for it, I brought your favorite snack. Isn't that awesome? The admins actually approved my request to let you have some because they found you on good behavior these past few weeks. And, well, because of some other things that went down today. But before I jump into that, I just want to take a look at you first. Because I heard from the people on monitoring duty that you've had some rough nights. The nightly reports say that you've had nightmares and have had trouble sleeping. I'm worried that it might have something to do with your condition. And if that is the case, then just hang on a little bit longer, okay? Because Big Brother is on it. So don't you worry about it, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna give you your treat now, so step back, please. I don't want you to get hurt from the countermeasures again. Okay, I'm opening the door now. Bon appetit, love. Oh, pretty excited, are we? Well, you better enjoy it, because you've earned it. Even got the distributor to squeeze in a tiny bit extra just for you. Although, it might taste a little different, since I put a tiny bit of my sample serum into the mix. But I'm sure it won't affect the overall taste, so don't worry too much. It's just the recipe I cooked up to help lessen the strain of the virus and slow down the reproduction of the infected cells. Don't get me wrong, you've been doing great these past few days, but based on your recent diagnostics, it seems like your immune system's falling behind just a tiny bit. So this should help with that. At least I hope so. And also, Captain said that the admins are planning to cut some of the preservative measures in your cell by at least half. There isn't as much power to go around anymore, and they said that people will start to think they're playing favorites by keeping your services up 100%, while others are getting by with 50. They don't think it's good for morale to give a patient a glorified air conditioner running 24/7. But don't you worry, because the formula I gave you should be a proper, if not better, alternative to that. Hopefully. But maybe I can find a way for them to at least leave us with 70%. Maybe 80 if we're lucky. Gonna have to take that up with the captain later. So, other than work, there's literally only been more work. I mean, Captain's really working us to the bone, if not research, then expeditions, cleanup, or just something else to keep us busy. It's a lot of work, but at least it keeps us occupied. I mean, you can't really reminisce and worry about the bigger picture when you're dead tired. Heck. Sometimes I just feel like an infected walking around so sluggish and aimless. And sometimes it just helps me forget that the collapse actually happened. And to think that it's only been 2 years. Absolutely insane. Everyone else is doing just fine. Although most of them don't talk to me anymore because they think I'm crazy for still visiting you. The nerve of some people. They say things like, "We have your back," or that they'll always be there for you. But when that moment actually comes, they suddenly turn their backs on you just to save themselves the trouble of caring for you. Tell me all sorts of stupid shit. Like how you'll never recover, or that you're too far gone. Pisses me off every time I'm reminded of it. Can you believe it? To think we fought alongside them, kept each other safe, looked out for one another, built a home, a safe haven for those affected by the collapse. And where are they now? Gone and afraid. You know, it was at that moment that I really understood what Mother kept telling us when we were younger. That at the end of it all, everyone's just gonna leave us behind. And at that point, it's just gonna be the two of us. No better person to trust to stay by your side than your family, right? It really is just us against the world. But you'll be happy to hear that aside from them, there are some that aren't complete assholes about the whole situation. Like Cammy. She hasn't given up on you. At least, she still talks to me, so I think she hasn't given up on you. Right? And Captain, at least, understands us. Heck, it's mostly thanks to her that you're able to last as long as you have. So when you get better, show her some gratitude, yeah? And while you're at it, you should flip off some of those naysayers who opted to put a bullet through your head not even day one into the quarantine. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but I mean, sure, if it was any other person, I would have done the same. But this is you we're talking about. You're different. You're not like the rest. You wouldn't let yourself go down that easy, right? I know you wouldn't. I just wish they could see that too. That they could actually see you right now and know that you haven't given up. To see the same spark in your eyes as I do. Which is why I'm not stopping as well. Ever since the new specimens came in, I've been working nonstop to try and find a cure to all this madness. This time, they came from the central point. Captain apparently sent out a special expedition team to scout Ground Zero, since the fallout seems to have subsided just a bit. But even then, they were only able to travel to the outskirts of the city. Might have to wait a little bit longer before we can send people deeper into the affected zones. Either that, or we can get the special equipment operational. Anyway, since the expedition concluded, the captain filled us in on everything regarding the details of their mission and the like. And it was just the standard, covering more ground objective, seeing if there is any tech we can salvage, and maybe the most interesting part, to find any mutations or special cases amongst the, infected. Which she said there was, but the findings and the information isn't quite clear to share with the general public just yet. But considering my service and contributions to the cause, Captain did fill me in on some of the information. And you'll never believe it. They think one of the specimens has a similar case to yours. I mean, from the looks of it at least. They allowed me to look at the samples, so I'm gonna have to do more research, but I'm positive of what I found so far. So just hang in there a little bit longer, yeah? I still need you. You're all that I have left, so please, I won't let you down again. I'm so close. I know I have what I need, I just need to figure out how to put it all together. And I'm positive those bodies from the Central have the answer. So just Wait. Go away. My hour isn't up yet. What do you want? Research expedition. I've already done my tours for the month. Unless, of course, if someone died again doing something stupid. No, come on. They can drag along literally any other researcher who isn't me. God knows everybody would only take me unless they absolutely had to. The team is led by the captain. She volunteered. And she specifically asked for me to be her field ranger. Where the hell did she want to go so bad that she's volunteered to head this thing? Unless the inner city of the Central Point.